Hello, it is the 18th of October 2012. It is a Thursday. We'll take a look at silver as well as the 10-year Greece bond yield charts. But before we do, let's go over some of the comments. In the last video, overwhelming charts regarding silver hours trades. So, comment number one. Please, a short comment. What is said here exactly? How could I/we possibly use this info? I can't follow all this technical mumbo jumbo even if I try to follow this channel. Well, short answer for what is said exactly is the gains that occur from the 2-hour period of 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. UTC/GMT have outpaced the entire gains of silver. With that being said, the other 22-hour period is down. So that's pretty much what is said. How could you possibly use this info? Well, after reading your comment, you probably can't, but it's possible. How could other people use it? Maybe it's possible that they use it on a data analyst level. Maybe this is something that can maybe get one person. Maybe there's 834 people that barely or don't understand it, but there's one that does that can help the manipulation within it. Then it becomes well worth it. Number two. Why do I care if manipulation occurs? Silver is a commodity that is supposed to rise above manipulation. In fact, if you think there's manipulation, you should be able to profit from it. So in order to rise above manipulation, people have to do something about it. So this is me trying to do something about it. Again, maybe there's one person that could take this information and then great things could happen from it. Something that I can hope from, I guess. And it's almost like saying, why do you care if somebody's stalking you? Well, you want to do something about it. So if it's something you don't like, you got to do something about it. And are you saying that silver manipulation consistently occurs during the same 2-hour period of the day? Well, during the 22-hour periods, that's massive manipulation. So no, for pretty much 24 hours. So that'll be it with the comments. Let's move on to the silver charts. This is the daily chart for silver, and I've been saying for the last few days that we don't know yet, or I don't know yet, if this 32-ish 95 level, 33, will be that of support or resistance. It is playing very well, as Fibonacci retracement usually does, but still very difficult to tell if, of course, support or resistance. Now, if you look at SLV, or maybe you go on net data and look at the silver spot and you see the volume on this decline being very low. I'm personally liking that. Again, like I stated yesterday and for a while, that it moved down here. I really like the chances that it would find some decent support at this level if, of course, it comes down towards it. Now, just because you say, okay, lower volume, that means it can go higher soon because it's just a dip within the trend. Well, possibly, but how do you know the dip is over? That's pretty much it within that. Now let's take a look at this on the hourly chart. Fibonacci retracement will be from this last decline. So you immediately stabilized in here, up to this level, down to here, doing all the things that it's normally supposed to do. Has this breakout, but it didn't hold, so maybe this is getting choppy because, again, that's what happens within sideways markets. But the decline today, back down to this fib level holding, showing yet that it hasn't resumed its bear trend, but holding and staying below the level of 3286. Well, then that's basically one of the key things to look for if a 3150 price target will come into play. Okay, weekly chart. This is the weekly chart. And basically what I've been saying is you go from here to here. You don't have to make a higher high. A lower high is fine as long as it makes a higher low and then later on takes it out. Will this be a higher low in here? It's coming close now to this 18 average band, which is rising. Or it's the first correction it has had since it's broken out past this trend. You have 4 straight green candles, 3 sideways candles, and now a couple weekly down candles. But the volatility, just like the volume, is very, very low. something else that I think is a positive to look out for. And if this area doesn't hold as support, then it could be a dangerous situation within this overall sideways nonsense mess. But I overall do like the chances that it will occur. So let's take a look now finally at the Greece, a 10-year bond yield. Because I've been talking about this before. It's been a while now since I've talked about it. What occurred very quickly was a move from 44% down to 17 3/4 instantly, but then rallied back up to Fib 2, found support with a lower high, come back down here, increase the chances that you take it out. You do take it out, down to the races and below the previous support line. Still possible this is a pierce below previous support, it can regain it. But what happens when you're looking at a fib placement from point A to point B and you have a clear break of either of the high or the low, then this pattern is done. So this pattern looks to possibly be done, and it's possible, at least for now, that this down move is not a failure, at least for now. So what we have to do now is you have to adjust the time frames. We'll do that with the quarterly chart. And what you need to do is look for Fibonacci from here to here, and just by going for a quick number test, we have a top of about, we'll say 42 and 4.5. So 42 divided by 4.5 is 9 1/3. So 9 1/3 starts to the power of 61.8% to get a Fibonacci retracement would be in the area of 1789, which is where it's at now. And it pretty much already tested it in here. So if it breaks down below that level, then the next level below that is the 61.8% down move, or 38.2% up, which would be in the ballpark area of about 10 2/3, somewhere in here. So this little area here would be the next key support level if, of course, like I've been mentioning, that on this double daily chart in here, this area does not hold as support. So thank you for tuning in to today's video. I will probably not be mentioning much more in the Greece time frame, at least probably not until late this year and into next year. Take care.